You probably heard that stress is bad for you. It is the silent killer, that it ruins your health and that it leads to burnout. But what if I told you stress can actually make you stronger, that it can be trained like a muscle, and that the way you approach stress changes whether it harms you or builds you up? Here's the paradox. Stress isn't inherently good or bad. It's information. It's signal. And just like physical training, if you know how to use it, stress can help you grow. But if you're constantly crushed by stress you didn't choose, that's when it turns destructive. So the real question isn't how do I avoid stress, it's how do I train my capacity for stress. Think about your body in the gym. You don't put the maximum weight on the bar every single day. If you did, you'd break down. You use progressive overload. A little bit more weight, a little more intensity, and then you rest. You give your body nutrients so the muscle can rebuild. Mental stress works exactly the same way. A little challenge, it makes you grow. Constant overload, it burns you out. Recovery and fuel, like sleep, reflection, and good routines, are just as important for your mind as for your muscles. One of the clearest examples of this comes from the cold exposure. Studies show that when you deliberately step into a cold shower or an ice bath, voluntarily, your brain releases dopamine and norepinephrine. These chemicals improve mood, focus, and resilience. But if you're forced into freezing water without a choice, involuntary stress, your body goes into survival mode. Cortisol spikes, panic sets in, and the experience is quite uncomfortable and damaging. The same stimulus, but completely different biology. The difference? Choice and approach. Psychologists call this the difference between eustress and distress. Eustress is growth-oriented stress. It challenges you, but you feel some control and meaning in it. Distress is harmful stress. It feels endless, uncontrollable, and meaningless. The line between them often comes down to whether you choose it and whether you balance it with recovery. So how do you actually train stress like a muscle? Number one, choose your stressor. It could be cold showers, fasting, exercise, public speaking, or even tackling a tough project. Two, control the intensity. Start small, don't max out on day one. Three, recover. Sleep, journaling, meditation, and reflection aren't luxuries. They're your equivalent of muscle repair. Four, progress gradually. Just like adding plates to a barbell, slowly increase the challenge as you adapt. This is where burnout comes in. Burnout is like overtraining your mind. It's chronic involuntary stress without recovery. But when you deliberately expose yourself to stress in small, controlled ways, you build up a kind of mental immunity. You inoculate yourself against the overwhelm of life's bigger challenges. You don't just survive stress, you get stronger because of it. I've seen this in my own life. When I faced stress I didn't choose, like deadlines, unexpected problems, it just drained me. I felt stuck and powerless. But when I chose hard challenges, stepping into the cold on purpose, or taking on projects that scared me, even making this channel and sharing my thoughts with the world, I felt myself growing. The stress was still there, but it was working for me and not against me. So here's my challenge for you. This week, pick one small stressor you can choose voluntarily, something that stretches you just a little, and stick with it. Notice how your body and mind adapt. Stress isn't your enemy, it's your training ground. The more you train it, the stronger you become. If you want to dive deeper, I've created a PDF guide called The Tree of Life, where I explain how you can make sure you always put energy in things that truly matter, so that you basically make sure that the stressors that you choose are the stressors that are already meaningful. So in that way, the chance of burnout is just way, way lower. I hope you guys liked the video. If you liked the video, like the video. If you have any comments, please comment them below, and don't forget to have a great day.